doorbell.
Alright, I can't contain myself and my battery's on the charger, so I'm just gonna have to, do stuff like this real quick. Look at this, and it's pretty heavy. Alright, Clarity M. I need to get a discount for that. Allen key. Silica gel. Nintendo Switch. Damn, it smells like it got burned. There's a plastic wrap on it. I don't like it. And there's bubbles. And it's not even covering the whole screen. Oh. Yo, who opened the iLock? So here's the device. And now it's down on the floor. Ooh, some extra stuff. A lot of stuff. Some plastic stuff. There's more stuff. Stuff I gotta break the box to get. AC adapter. That's what it was. USB micro. And then a printer cable wire. I don't know what the fuck cable. Oh, this is the shit that they use in the DVR, the security cameras. I would know because I had to install one in my house. Because somebody stole my wallet back in January. Okay, cool. It has a thing port for your little headphone jack. It has a 1/4 port. And then it has the webcam, security webcam. This is if you live in England or something. This is if you live in Asia or something. Adapter XLR F2 pole BNC. So here's a XLR to something port, like a DVR port. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set this shit up and learn about it and talk to y'all about it. Alright, here we are, and as you see right here, my camera, but also the TC Electronic Clarity M Stereo. This is not the 5.1 surround sound version, it's the stereo version, obviously. It says stereo in its name. So as you see right here, we have basically a metering system that's good for the people who wants to, master music and have this thing on the side to help monitor and understand and, get the right data. The way I'm using this thing right now, if I could turn this around, hopefully, you can't really see it, right? Could you, like this? It looks like a printer wire. This is basically a wire that has different adapters. Y'all know, like the back in the days, you got the N64, GameCube, PS2, and Xbox connector in one from Mad Catz. It's something like that. Basically, it has a headphone, a 1/8 port, a 1/4 port, and it also has an RCA port, which is the port that I'm using. Basically, it's connected to the back of my audio interface, aka the SPDIF method. That way I'll be able to get everything nice and clean and clear and right on time. There is also the option of using this in your DAW as a plugin, and you have this connected only with the micro SD wire, if I could bring it actually. Alright, I lost the wire, but it's not long at all. It's probably it's like this long. Incredibly short. I can't connect it from the back of my computer and above the table. That's how short the wire is. Although it's not needed because the way I'm using it, like I said, is RCA. And sorry if I'm distracted. Little cat right there. That's how it be nowadays. So yeah, this is the mastering. Well, not mastering. It's a meter for mastering to show you different type of things when it comes to your song. So we have a equalizer right here. Not equalizer. We have a scope for it to see the frequencies. Sorry, I'm not using good terminology, right? We got the V scope. This is the left and right. Right now I'm using mono, so if I were to pan this over to the right side, you can see right there, real time. And my God, real time, I mean real time. Now, what makes this different from using plugins is because this is the audio that comes out of the audio interface. That's why I rather use it like this than to use it with the micro SD. I'm getting the sound that I'm hearing from my audio interface out rather than seeing what I'm getting from the computer via VST. Over here on the side, you can see it has all the information sliding 10 seconds. So within the 10 seconds, it gives you the average. The program loudness right now, I'm just speaking. It's not even a song or something. So that's 26 right now. That's just showing how loud it is. True peak max, which is pretty interesting. Correlations to show, you know, comparisons with the other sounds in the song. As well as a meter here, decibel TP. DBP tree, TP stands for true peak, and basically it's the true peak right here. This is just a maximum, but it's showing what's shown. It's not dBFS full scale, which is like the digital side, so to say, in easy terms. Here's the stereo, and then we have a lot of real estate for some reason, but there's only a peak left and right. My God, I hope that was in focus the whole time. If not, then Over here we have play and pause. This pauses the radar or plays it back. So you can see right there, you see this little clock. It's not moving unless I hit play, and you'll know it's playing when there's a pause there. Reset, obviously resets everything. This is good for, you know, refreshing. If you want to find your new max peak, you could go ahead and click reset and figure it out. RTA is to switch the, you know, things right here. The target, now this knob right here, it depends on whatever mode you're in or viewing mode. This will give you a target. So up here you see it says 14 LUFS. I could switch this to something like 9 if I want, for like CD quality, CD's loudness, or perhaps 16 if I want like iTunes loudness. And for those who have no clue about the loudness stuff, I haven't talked about it because it's something that I feel like you should understand and learn after you learn about the fundamentals of mastering. This has to deal with the technical, I was about to say terminology, it's the technical side of mastering to keep the limitations for different mediums. So like I said here, around 13 to 14, if I'm not mistaken, is for YouTube or the regular medium that we hear on YouTube. That's why I like to focus my points around 13 to 15, 14.5, have it be. Library, LIB, this is basically presets that you could create or recall. So recall is loading, and yeah. So here we have like broadcasting, film posting. So like, you know, if you want to put on TV and stuff like that. I'm not sure what all these things are. BBTV, CCTV, a whole bunch of different like settings or presets for that. So see mastering preparation, that's pre-mastering basically, I guess you could say. Mastering, spectral mastering, iTunes mastering, like I said, 16. Podcast, again 16, because, you know, iTunes podcast, you know, it's the wave. So yeah, you could go ahead and click recall and it'll load up the properties. Look at that. You got a balance meter here. Different things that you could add into the stuff. Like, hold on. I'm going ahead of myself. This right here, system. This gives you, you know, system options. Hold on, let me cancel that. If you move the USB mode, it'll like say, you want to reset? Yeah, it gives you different options here to, you know, stylize and get how you want your thing to look. I put this brightness on low because when it's at 100% or 80 or whatever, the thing gets hot. I'm not gonna lie. Contrast, you know, the regular shit. And lastly, over here we have edit, which depending on whatever mode you're on, you could, you know, create, or not create, but you could set up. Like how you see the balanceometer thing there. You know, that's something you could activate it on here if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I only had it for like 3 or so days. But look at it, all this good Gucci stuff. Yeah, you see the shit changes when I change different modes. So yeah, you can style it to the way you like it, and this is honestly the best thing I've seen or have, and I love to have this right here. I mixed and mastered like 15 songs, so basic, I guess you could say. I'm waiting to see what he says, and then we can like add in some cool stuff to it. But I've been doing it with this, and my God, I love it. Let me go ahead and pull up an old project. Maybe we could go ahead and, you know, do some stuff with it. Okay, it looks like I'm missing just auto-tune, which, you know, I could put back in. I don't know why, but the old auto-tune, the one I bought, the 8.1, it just doesn't load. It's all good. Pretty sure I just gotta reinstall it, but nah. I guess I'll look good right here, right? I'll move the thing over here if needed be. But here is the song that I made back in January of 2017. Don't worry, I'll be making songs. I just gotta, be free. Spent only 23 hours on this project, almost 24. Let's go ahead and just hit play. Alright, we could already see that the loudness for the song is already super loud, which would cause interference or bad things if I were to put this on YouTube, which I've done. AKA, I wasn't smart back then. Well, I'm smarter than I am now. I think that's a more productive way to say it. So, let's go ahead and just take off this, put that in there. So, let me go ahead and raise myself up like that, just cheat.
All the eyes on me, they on me all the time. They ask how I do it, I just stayed on my grind. I work mad hard, cause it's always on my mind. If you ain't about that life, then goodbye. I'm on that hustle grind shit, working 9 shifts, trying to get rich.
This sound right here, I don't know if you heard it in the first mastering, and even the song that I made, I hate it. There's a high-pitched sound in this sound that I don't like. There you go. There's the harsh noise. Away, mother effer. So let me go ahead and hit mastering again. But this time we just take the limiter down because everything else sounds great to me, except for the final output that we need. And with the help of this little buddy right here, we're going to be able to monitor that and figure it out. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. So you can see I got negative 17, negative 18.
All the time. They ask
That's
how
good.
I do it, I just stayed on my grind. I work mad hard, cause it's always on my mind. If you ain't about that life, then goodbye. I'm on that hustle grind shit.
Alright, so as we see, the loudness is showing us negative 16.3, which right now is good for iTunes if we want it like that. And by all means, we didn't have to even do anything with the limiting, even though the compressor right there did something, the soft clip or whatever. But let's say we want this louder, we want it to like negative 9 for CD quality. In this case, we will have to, figure it out. 16 to 9. I believe the mathematical, way to do this is easy. Just, 16 minus 9. 7? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 7. So in this case, I think I'll be hitting 7 here for a start. And I'll go ahead and hit play. And keep in mind that my voice, if I talk over the song, that may affect the sound. So, yeah. Let me go to a different spot.
Hustle grind shit, working 9 shifts, trying to get rich, get that money quick. I'm on that hustle grind.
Now I'm gonna stop myself there. We got 9.5, but as you see here, the true peak is it's over 0. Believe it or not. And as you see here, we have output ceiling, aka the cell, like if you're using Fruity Limiter. This right here is, even though it says negative 0.1, it's gonna go over because it's not the true peak. This is a different scale than the actual output that we're listening to. So yeah, we're gonna have to drop this down let's just say 0.4. We want to lower it down so it could be, the best of both worlds. We want this to be around 9, and we want this to be around negative 1. So yeah.
Hustle grind shit, working 9 shifts, trying to get rich, get that money quick. I'm on that hustle grind shit, never gonna quit.
So you may be wondering, and I know I turned this into a tutorial video all of a sudden, but how will we be able to keep that negative 9 while, retaining a good true peak? And this, honestly, is with compression. There you go. Hold on, this cat's, she wants your lovey-dovey. So here's a compressor in the chain that I want to go ahead and give more compression. yeah, I think I'm giving more compression. Just know that takes out air. So yeah.
Money long, money extra long. Barrel loads, throw like donkey.
All right, there we go. We dropped that. I'll go to limiter, and I'll hit reset and just play again.
All the eyes on me, they on me all the time. They ask how I. Money long, money extra long. Barrel loads, throw like Donkey Kong. I ain't a game, but I'm trying to put on. See the name? Bouncing your head like it's pawn. I ain't had shit, no one fuck with me before. Got shirts and shoes, they just shutting down them doors. Went on my own, built my business from the.
We're almost there. So I think with this part here, we could easily just get with the limiter at the end. So let's try and play around and get something there. This would have to probably go down, or yeah, the 6.5. I wouldn't go exactly 1.8 down so far. I'll go down like 1.3 or something. Let's see, 7.678, right? 7.8. Let's try that out and see if we keep that good range.
Money long, money extra long. Barrel loads, throw like Donkey Kong. I ain't a game, but I'm trying to put on.
There we go.
See the name? Bouncing your head like it's pawn. I ain't had shit, no one fuck with me before. Got shirts and shoes, they just shutting down them doors. Went on my own, built my business from the floor. Now I'm hot, they all begging me for more. I'm the little spear, the way that I be making moves. Yeah, I know it's shocking like a talking Pikachu. Where were all of you and all?
Okay, so obviously I'm not going to keep this too long. I've been recording for 20 minutes. Let me just go ahead and show y'all, or, well, not let me go ahead, I already did. But this is basically how you would use this metering system to help you out with mastering, to be able to reset right on time with a push of a button. With a push of a button, rather than having it in your chain. Look, I don't even got space for it in the chain. This was before I knew about the rack. But yeah, like the wave candy right here. Where is it? Oh, over here. Like having this versus having a true peak right there, it's different, you know. Here, like peak, ppm, RMS, voltage units, pretty cool stuff. But having it all right here by you is something that you would want, and it'll be way better. And I know I'm blocking it, my bad, but there it is. Like RTA right there. Yo. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and play, see if it
money long,
looks the same.
Money extra long. Barrel loads, throw like Donkey Kong. It's shocking like a talking Pikachu. Where were all of you when all I had was ramen soup? Stop staring at my plate.
Okay, I think we got a good demo of that. But as you see there, having this here is way more convenient than having this blocking my view, you know? So yeah, that's my give and take on this. I love this thing to death. I only use it since the day it came out. When was that? Saturday? Not the day it came out, the day it came here. But yeah. Let me know what you guys and girls think. If you are interested in mastering, you know, this is something that I would recommend to you guys and girls highly, because it helps you out. And one more thing, since you've been watching the video, let me give y'all some sauce. You know what I mean? You know, some sauce, bro. Look at this right here, boy. Like, hold on, excuse me, I'm itching my nose. Cat fur. This right here, 306 pages. Read this book, man. I only read up to like page 18. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I was supposed to read more while I was in New York, because that's what I wanted to do, but I was just too busy. But this book right here, if you want the sauce, it's right here. You could obviously buy the paperback version, which I would do, and he also has a book for mixing. Yeah, who the fuck are you? But yeah, if you want to go ahead and check out that book right there, Bob Katz for mastering. Get the one for mixing as well if you wish. I'm gonna buy the paperback of them, of course. I could do them now if I want. Honestly, I'm being stingy as fuck. I got a PDF. No, but for real, read the book. If you like it, go ahead and buy a paperback. That's gonna help you out for sure. And yeah, thank y'all for watching up to this point. Hopefully that little piece of sauce would be handy for some of y'all that wants to master or mix or, you know, improve yourselves with the music. So yeah, it is your boy Justin Omoe. With that being said, peace and have yourselves a damn good one. I'm out.